Wait, are electric vehicles starting to catch on? For many years, we've seen a lot of forced incentives and rebates and pressure and even some mandates that you can't have a gas car anymore. You have to buy an electric vehicle. And many consumers are fighting, kicking and screaming, I don't want an EV. I want my gas car. I want my MTV, right? But there may be some signs that electric vehicles are starting to be more accepted. Here's an article from an industry trade publication in the automotive industry that says a survey uncovers gradual growth in EV appeal. Well, that sounds like a good headline, but what are the actual numbers? Well, EV considers someone likely or extremely likely is up from 52 to 59%. That's not a huge increase, right? It's a few percentage points, but it shows that half of people are at least somewhat or extremely likely to consider an electric vehicle. EV rejectors, here's a big one. Somewhat or extremely unlikely. Somebody says, I hate EVs, I would never have one. That went down from 24 to 19%. And even though the percentage digits is only 5 points, it's a 20% reduction in the volume, right? 5 points over 25, that's like maybe a fifth. So that's going down. A third of consumers now say they are much more likely to consider purchasing an EV due to gas prices. That's up from 27%. That's a pretty significant number. The concerns about EVs is dropping. Proportion of consumers concerned about the cost to charge is down from 54 to 42. So, look, these aren't blow-away numbers. These aren't numbers that say everybody now wants an EV, but it means that there's some momentum. Things are starting to move. There may be some loosening of the resistance to it. Maybe it's because they're trying to be forced onto consumers. Maybe it's because of gas prices. Maybe it's because it's just been out there long enough that people are more amenable to it. We've seen in the used car market, used electric vehicles are now more likely to be considered. Tell us what you think. Has your opinion about electric vehicles changed at all in recent months or this year? What would it take for you to be solidly an EV buyer? Or is it never going to happen? What would happen if your state, like California and some other states, banned gasoline vehicles, which force you to buy an electric? How would that change your life? What would you do? Would you move to another state? Would it be impossible to live your life the way it is now with an electric vehicle, or would you be able to get by? Electric vehicles are a huge revolution in consumer purchases and in the industry. So recognizing what consumers and the population thinks of it is an important thing for you to make plans about your purchases, your life, or even your business if you're at all related to that profession.